On the same day that the world was transfixed by a wedding, Tim Sheens opted to continue what had been a mostly happy marriage with the West Tigers. The ink was still drying on his new 3-year contract when he took his team to Canberra, the club he guided to 3 premierships. Wests were enterprising early, with Keith Galloway set to break a personal try-scoring drought before the ball popped out against the upright. Matches between these two clubs are normally entertaining affairs, and this one quickly adhered to the pattern as Matt Orford set it up for Josh Dugan.
Away from Marshall, away from Ashid, away from Marshall as he got it down, he finally does. He bounced away from about 3 players, or 2 players 3 times, and finally scored.
Video referee Pat Reynolds took numerous looks before ruling that the Canberra fullback had been stripped by Benji Marshall, entitling him to reclaim the ball and score. That was exactly the start the Raiders were looking for in a bid to boost their sagging confidence. However, it soon received a sizable jolt.
They hit straight back, the West Tigers. Wade McKinnon has scored the try. Chris Hyington has been nailed after he passed it, but the Tigers are back.
The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge will be hoping that their celebrated union is every bit as harmonious as the one between Robbie Farah and Benji Marshall.
Here's Marshall, Benji's away. It is the Farah-Marshall show, and that is an outstanding West Tigers try. It does not get much better than that.
This contest had undergone quite a transformation, with Wade McKinnon grabbing his second on 25 minutes.
There a chance, McKinnon for a double, McKinnon gets there. The defence was almost non-existent from the Canberra Raiders, and the Tigers extend their lead.
Then Marshall sent another warning to the Kangaroos ahead of next Friday's Test match on the Gold Coast.
Now to Utah, McCrone to beat. He can't stop him. Can they score a try, the Tigers? Another one from a scrum and another one involving Benji Marshall.
So with 4 straight tries, the Tigers had seized control to lead 24-6 at the break. With their season slipping away, Canberra put up much sterner resistance in the first part of the second term, keeping Robbie Farah at bay and forcing Marshall to manufacture one of the most grotesque field goals you'll ever see.
Is that a drop goal attempt, and is that the world's worst field goal? It is.
The green machine always looks smoothest when Dugan's in full flight, even if the pass he received from Matt Orford carried a considerable question mark.
Josh Dugan has scored the try. We've seen 5 passes picked up for being forward that weren't, and that one was a metre forward. But the Canberra Raiders don't care. They edge their way back.
But any hope the Raiders had of launching a second-half revival evaporated on the hour mark.
Still a couple of tackles left, danger. That's too easy. Liam Fulton under the posts.
The home side's will had been broken, and then the floodgates opened, with 3 tries in the final 9 minutes.
This is going to be a try to the Tigers, is it? Finally, Hyington, it gets away and scores. They did the hard work, the Tigers, but they finally got over the line.
It was time for the Tigers to let their hair down and do what they do best, by unleashing their full array of attacking skills to score one of the year's finest tries.
Here's Bo Ryan positioning himself. The pass was awful. Ryan back to Fafita. Fafita, has he got it down? I think he may have.
The coach gave Marshall a deserved early mark, even though they're about to become rivals at international level. But it didn't prevent the black and golds from going over again.
2 straight, too hard, too good, the Tigers. Simon Dwyer joins the party.
The Tigers might have fallen a point short of the half-century, but it was still quite an embarrassment for the Raiders, their second biggest ever loss in 250 games at Canberra Stadium, and their 7th straight defeat in what is fast becoming a horror season. David Rowlands, Big Pond Sport.